Alright guys, I'm just going to go over this real quick because, yeah, it's really fancy, it's nice, and it's a big upgrade from the brushless I've been using, just the regular 60 volt max over here. This is the Vortex. I'm just going to go over the specs real quick because let's get to cutting with this thing because I haven't used it yet. So, big upgrade. I'm just going to show you all the upgrades. We got big fat tires on here with a big tread, and you know, they got nice mags on there. This thing's all murdered out. The thing has headlights, which is really nice. It has the personal pace, but you know, I am not very experienced with that. I am old school with this engage bar. I kind of like that, but we'll see. I hear great things about this, and I have their snowblower, and it does fantastic. But you know, once again, this is an all metal deck. So is this thing. One downfall that people might complain about is that there is the adjustment for the height of cut is there's 4 positions on each tire, and if that's a big deal, then you know you probably got problems because it's just 4 tires. This one has 2. Yes, it's more convenient. You know, another thing people might be like, oh my gosh, what is this? Is the plug in the back. All you gotta do, opposed to it just like pulling out, you just have to push in on it and then it lifts up and you put the bag back on. So otherwise, yeah, that, and then it's got this max button here that you twist, and you know the motor, there's no gas in here, just kicks up a notch, because with this one there was just 1 speed, and I noticed that the clippings would kind of collect in the front of the bag. It didn't push it all the way into the back. And let's see if this thing will throw all the clippings and see if we can fill this bag up. So we're going to try recycling the clippings. It's a little long bag here, so we're going to bag it and then we'll see how well it recycles. So first I got to get a quick trim with the weed whacker, and this thing actually came with the 7.5 amp hour battery, so we're going to throw this in the weed whacker and get to it. Okay, had to avoid the pumpkin patch, had a casualty. These things are getting big. I'll show you at the end of the video, but all right. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to run this down, and I'm gonna do a couple passes here, and we'll see how well it stripes, because you know I love stripes. And we're gonna see how far it shoots the clippings into the bag. Make sure that that looks good, because this is an extremely long, whatever. And then after that, we're gonna throw the plug back in, see how well, we'll see if we can mulch this stuff up. So, all right, let's do this. Personal pace is nice. Okay, so that was a couple passes on regular. So now we're gonna put it on the max. Now we do 1 pass to see if it pushes the clippings back. Okay. Oh yeah, that's good. So this, like, it's nice and full, it's like level, whereas the other one, it would pile everything like right where the chute was. It would all pile up like right down in front of it, and then it would kind of clog it, and then you would start seeing like a trail of clippings. But you know, this thing is pushing it all the way to the back, and there's no clippings anywhere. We are on the second No, we're on the third below the highest cut. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna put the plug back in. We're gonna go over it with a regular and then with the max and see how well it mulches. Okay, so we went over this. It's kind of high. Oops, it's kind of high. So we're not really getting any clippings. So we're gonna drop this down and see if it can mulch it up on the regular. Then we're gonna keep it low because I know it's gonna clump it because it's too long. And then we're gonna put it on that Vortex Max mode. Oh my gosh, I gotta do this on every tire. This is killing me. Okay, that's low. All right, we'll move you guys. Here we go. See, let's see if we can choke this thing out a little bit. Okay, so now on this setting we are getting the clumps. So let's kick it up a notch. This is definitely, I'm cutting too low. This is not how you cut a lawn. You know, I'm just testing this thing out. So let's turn it up and see if it can chop it up. All right, max mode. Okay, so we went over it and it's still clumping because this lawn is like extremely long and this is like a bad representation of the product, but I'll tell you this, it is mulching it up a lot more right in this area where I was using the max opposed to when it was regular. Take a look. Super clumpy. You can see it's like all clumpy there, and then there's a lot less right here. Okay, so this thing is awesome, easy to maneuver. It's light because it's battery. There's not a big hunky engine on there, and yeah, man, this thing's awesome. But there's one thing that we can do a lot better here, and that's stripe. And I got something cool to put on this. Let's go. Alright guys, you know, the thing stripes pretty good, you know, on its own, but you know, I had a Big League Lawns Checkmate stripe kit on my Honda, and that's in my last video. You saw how defined the stripes were. That's what's on here, and it's different than the other products out there. These things are like run flat tires. They're like almost like boat wheels, solid, and it's heavy machinery, and it really defines the stripes and flattens it down. So I was actually able to get everyone 10% off. TND 10 if you go to Big League Lawns. You know, you'll see when we're gonna time lapse this real quick and watch this thing do its thing. So all right guys, let's go. All right guys, I mean, this thing's awesome. It's really sharp looking, and it performs. It mulches. It pushes all the grass back in the back of the bag, you know, so you can fill that thing all the way up. And now we got the Big League Lawn stripe kit on there. And what else do you need? You know, this is my mower until they stop making Toro batteries. So, but yeah, man, I love it. So I got more mowers and products coming up soon, but you know, we're switching up the content here. I'm gonna do a lot more mowing and just what I'm doing in the yard. I'm really done promoting things, you know. I'll show you my new toys that I get, and you know, just what I'm doing on the daily in here. You know, we're gonna turn this thing maybe kind of into a vlog and just like show you what the products I use, you know, instead of showing you know, everything else, I guess. You know, get back to the roots. So, all right, man, it's good seeing you guys, and make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.